Good evening. It's April, and I'm here with the year 2, day 9 update for Radical Discipline. Year 2, day 9. Can't believe it. We are here for 37 days. And just for encouragement, empowerment, accountability in your radical discipline journey, you can go back. Day 1 is pinned. If you're like, what are you talking about? I just happened to see somebody in my scrolling. Welcome. My name is April, and a little over November 2023, I felt this call to declare radical discipline over my life for the year. And then as I began to write down that vision, it turned into a 3-year plan. And so we're in year 2. Please go to the YouTube page, Radical Discipline, and read about that, how we broke down that plan. This was my breakdown, but you can take the structure and just fill in the blanks. The scripture for radical discipline that came with my call and mandate, like what I'm doing, is Hebrews 12:11. And it says, for the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. So I've had some painful moments in the last 2 days since that first week of radical discipline. For me, mine started, we started 9 days ago. So that was like the 28th or 29th of December. That first one, it was easier because I wasn't getting up and driving and going and running. But this week, my schedule changed, the driving changed, the wake up time changed, just everything was added. And so what do you do when things don't go the way that you planned? You adjust. You adjust and you keep going, okay? And so that means you have to have a level of awareness, of alertness, and you have to have an action plan in place in the case of emergencies. So today I want to talk about, what do you do when plans change or when you are tempted? These things are going to happen. These things are going to come. You have a certain amount that you're saving. You have a radical goal to get out of debt. You have a radical goal to lose weight. What are you going to do when something tempts you? Okay, so there's lots of scriptures in the Bible about temptation. There's lots of programs that have accountability partners you can call when you're tempted. And there's also prayer partners. You might have somebody that you can call, say, pray for me. You know, I'm about to let loose at this job, but I need it. You know, there's people you can call. But what is your plan of action when you're tempted? I know this may not sound too radical, but one of the main things you can do when you are tempted by something or someone is to run away from it. Run away from them, run away from it, avoid that task at all costs, avoid the environment at all costs, avoid it. And so today was my second day with no coffee. And again, I gave up my regular coffee a year ago that I used to go and get every day, sometimes twice a day, but at least several times a week. But in the last year, I had stints where I didn't have coffee, but for the most part, I still was a coffee drinker. And so, especially in the cold weather, it's just nice to grab a cup of coffee. I drink iced coffee, but it's still nice to have that kick of caffeine, get you up and moving when you feel like you just want to stay in the bed. So this was my second day, and today was harder than the first. I may have a hard time for a week. I don't know. Somebody would say, no, speak that it's going to be easy. The fact of the matter is, I don't want to let go of the coffee. Can I confess? I don't want to let it go. It's my friend. I like it. I love it. I want it. I desire it. I think about it. I post memes about it. When I say good morning to people, I put coffee in the meme because I recognize its power. So it's more than just something simple like, just quit. No, it's hard because it has done no wrong to me. It's pleasant. I enjoy it. But this says, in the moment, that moment that I want the coffee, it says discipline seems painful rather than pleasant. The fact of the matter is, I don't have the budget to be going out and getting the coffee. Because it's one thing to want coffee. It's another thing to want the coffee that you want. I don't have it in my budget right now. I have some radical goals financially. So cutting that financially is a blessing for me. Cutting that $5 to $6 cup of iced 16 ounces of iced coffee and latte with espresso. I'm just telling you about it because it's a beautiful cup of coffee with caramel. Cutting that out is saving me $6. Let's just round it up, say $6. It's saving me $6. It's saving me the gas to go get it and to go back, saving me that time, saving me the time to wait when I have to wait if there's a line, because you have to go in. There's no drive-through. I go to a local shop. There's no drive-through. You have to go in. It's saving me, let's see, time, driving, gas, money. It's redirecting me to do something else and to create a new routine. So that's what I want to get to. When you're taking away something, replace it. Now, I replaced it today with orange juice. Womp womp. Yep. Yeah, that's what I replaced it with today. So that's not going to be something I replace it with every day. I mean, I needed it. I felt like I needed it. It gave me something else I needed. But yeah, I just have to grieve it and mourn it and let it go because I'm exercising radical discipline. In addition to that, I'm also fasting from that. So I will not have that for 28 more days. 28 more days. And I was like, I'm not going to make it. And I was talking to myself. Let's be real. I was talking to myself like, April, it's okay. Just have the coffee and nothing else. Just cut money somewhere else. There's a part of me that's warring with my radical part. My mediocre was warring against my radical. And what I had to do was shut it down. Because I could easily make excuses. It's just a cup of coffee. You're being too extreme. That's what radical means, extreme. But I had to keep fighting. Okay, you're just nobody cares, but you care. It's just a cup of coffee. It's my favorite thing to drink. I'm giving it up. It's more than just a cup of coffee. I had to keep talking back and forth. I had to keep fighting, and I had to keep fighting. So, are you a loser? I was not about to go back on my promise to myself. I wasn't going to be a loser. I've lost a lot. Some things have been taken from me. Some things have left. People have left, so you lose all throughout your life. But there are some things that we don't have to lose. And the only way we lose is if we give up, if we quit, if we give in. So I refuse to give in to the parts of me that were walking underneath the radical discipline that I have declared over my life. I said no. So there is a war within yourself to keep the word that you have made to yourself and to keep the goals that you have done. Now, that was just one little thing. That was just coffee. There's so many other things that I'm going to stop or have stopped so that I can exercise radical discipline. And so I didn't have the coffee. As a matter of fact, I had orange juice twice because I had to go back out. So it wasn't just this morning, I passed the test, I didn't go get coffee. No, it wasn't that. I wrestled all day with wanting coffee. Then when I had to go back out, guess what? There was an opportunity for me to grab some coffee. I didn't. I drank orange juice instead. Again, I was like, I don't even want more orange juice. But it was like, it worked the first time. Let's have some more orange juice. Because I was determined to keep my word to myself. Last night, after our talk here, I was ready to get some coffee at night at 10 o'clock. Like, you don't want to sleep, April? But I just hadn't had it all day. So I was about to, 30 days of no coffee, I was about to crave on day 1. So then day 2, I was ready. I don't know what I'll feel like tomorrow. Maybe because I'm talking about it for 10 minutes. Tonight, I won't. I'll be okay. Y'all pray for me. But I just want you to know you've got to have an action plan. You've got to have a plan in place for when you're tempted, when that person calls you and reaches out that you said, I'm not finna fool with them no more. What do you do when they call? Are you going to take the call? Are you going to say, I'll just wish him Happy New Year? We'll just, we got to talk about this or, whatever. Are you going to make excuses to do what you want to do when it's something that you shouldn't do and you said you wouldn't? Keep the promise to yourself. It's painful. It hurts. It's frustrating. It seems silly. The weaker parts of you, because that muscle isn't built up yet, are going to talk to you very loudly and say, just do it. Or wait till next month. Or it's too cold. I mean, that cold will get you. That cold will have you saying, forget it. We talk about the heat. The cold can make you give up as well. So don't give up your plan. Don't give up. Go forward. Do that. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't lie to yourself. Don't break the promise to yourself. You can do it. And if you slacked up, if you didn't execute on the level you want to execute, do it again tomorrow. Get up and go again tomorrow. If you were supposed to do something at 10 this morning and you didn't, there's still some more time in this day. Don't change your schedule tomorrow, but go ahead and try to get it done. I want to encourage you again, play an audiobook in your car, an audiobook that's talking about keeping your word, talking about integrity. Do something that have a backup plan, have an entourage of music, of books, of sayings, encourage yourself to do what you need to do. Come on Facebook and listen to one of these videos. Be encouraged to keep your word to yourself. So for me, again, the coffee, I passed that test. That was a good thing. But now, guess what? That workout piece. I did my in-house workout today, but I have a membership I need to go use. I need to go get on the court now. I'm past, the exercises at home. I need to actually go and run the court. I need to go and physically work out. So I got to do that. And I said at least 3 times a week. Well, it's Tuesday, so didn't do Sunday, didn't do Monday, didn't do Tuesday. So I only have 4 more days. So I have to go tomorrow. I have to go tomorrow. And I'm going to have to, so we don't want to cram things either. So I'm just encouraging you and telling you my business so you can say, man, okay, this is hard to implement. But whatever you're trying to do, do it. And don't wait till later in the week. Don't wait till later in the day. Say out loud, no. I'm practicing radical discipline. Tell your thoughts no. Thoughts can war all day, but when you verbally speak and interrupt them, it silences the thoughts because you take authority over it. So that's temptation. What we're going to do, we're going to run. We're going to say no. But also, what do you do when I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and then something that's unavoidable, unplanned comes in to change your plan? You're going to be ready to pivot and adjust. That's why I love basketball, because you never know which way something is going to rise against your plan, but you know something is going to come. It happens that way. No matter how much you plan, there are life factors that can cause things to be delayed or cause things to be interrupted or canceled, or, something could happen. Things can come up where you have a tight budget of saving, but an emergency happened. You don't have an emergency fund. So then what do I do next? I won't be able to put that savings in. Then it can seem like when one thing's happened, other things happen. And next thing you know, it's something else. Don't be discouraged. If your plan has been thwarted, but it's something you didn't do, don't be discouraged. Get back on it. Say, I'm going to continue. I know I'm couldn't do it these last 2 pay periods. I'm going to do it this pay period. And think of ways that I can excel beyond what I'm already planning to do. I notice there's a lot of opportunities that will come once you start speaking in the atmosphere. I'm ready for promotion. I'm walking in radical discipline. All of a sudden, things are opening up. And you're like, well, wait a minute. That's not what I meant or what I was expecting. So be ready for new opportunities, but be prayerful about them because they could pose as a distraction. So be prepared for temptation, be prepared for interruptions, be prepared for unexpected things to happen, and stay focused. Don't let it shift your mood or your resolve. It may be painful right now, but there is a peace that comes from going through it. There's a peace that comes, and there's a new level of confidence and authority that you walk in when you can say, I passed that test. So I just want to encourage you. I'm heading off to class. I'll be back here tomorrow about between 5:30 and 5:45 to jump on. So please send your prayer request. Please send your praise reports. Tell me how's it going? What has happened for you? How are you making it? What are some of your goals? How can I pray with you? On this Saturday, I'll be having a 2-hour time of prayer where I'll be praying over all of those intentionally. And so please send them to in the messaging. You can put them in the comments, or you can email me. And I'm excited. I'm just excited. So I'll see you back here tomorrow. God bless you. I love you. And have a great evening. Bye-bye.